Hey guys, Matt here, keeping it simple. Still working on the Fox Body Mustang 86. Just wanted to show you some of the things that I've done with the spot putty, glazing putty. Um, Found it worked really well in fixing, repairing one of my rims. Also, repair a crack in the dash, and also a chunk of plastic was missing off of my taillight. So used that spot putty. It sands off really well. Just wanted to show you the results of it. Here's my rims. Love the black rims. If you can see right in here, there's still a little bit of roundness to it. Tried to pound it out, but metal's so hard, it's kind of hard to completely and utterly flatten it out. Used a bit of spot putty up in here. Let it dry. Sand it as flush as I possibly could. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks a heck of a lot better than it did. There's a couple other areas down in here, I believe it was, right in here, that I did the same thing and sanded it down. It looks a lot better than it did. Now let's go in here and let's check out the dash. Ugh. So it had a little bit of cracks right here. This is all sanded down, nice and smooth. Gonna be putting a little bit of paint on that here in a little bit. This I just added a little more today because it wasn't quite smooth and flat. So gonna be sanding that down. Gonna end up shooting it with the Fox Body Red and see how it covers on up. Now here, I'm not so positive on what's going to happen here. I have a little crack in the dash, crack in the armrest right here. Trying to fill it up, but with it being flexible like this, I'm not quite sure how well it's going to work. But I'm going to give it a shot, sand it down, flatten it out, see how well we do. Now as far as the texture goes for the armrest, and for the dash, what I've seen are videos where you just kind of in a nonchalant spot, hot glue a little piece of plastic to it, wait 30 seconds to a minute, hit it up with some WD-40, take that hot glue off the plastic or off your dash, and now it'll give you that rigidity, the texture that you're looking for. So when you're painting or spot puttying, you can use that in order to get your texture back. Now, as far as the taillight goes, I've got it all painted now, and let's see if I can find it here. This little section right here, you can see a little remnants of the spot putty. It was a good little section right there that had been cut out. I was able to put that spot putty in there, sand it down, paint over the top of it. You can still see I didn't do a perfect job at it. I can probably fill it in a little bit better than that, but we're gonna live with that for now. I did the same thing right here. You can see the remnants of the spot putty, but no reason to be buying new taillights. I think it did a great job. Also masked it off. These had been faded over the last 36 years. Got a nice black to that. And since I'm over here, I'm going to show you what I did with the inside buckets of the taillights. In order to give the bulbs a better shine, hit these up with a metallic color. As you can see, it doesn't look the greatest. I accidentally started painting before I put any primer down. So make sure anytime you're doing any painting, put down some primer first. But I think it's still going to make the bulbs look great. So I'm going to put it all back together and see how she looks. All right, guys, keep it simple.